The acting industry can be really hard to navigate, especially if you were never really taught how to advocate for yourself or how to take up space. How do you stand your ground in the acting industry? How do you navigate the nuances? Let's talk about it. What's good, honey bunch? Happy fall. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nico Austin Smith, and who the hell am I? Well, I'm a working actress based in Los Angeles. I make videos to shed light on what the pursuit of acting is actually like, in the hopes that it will offer you transparency and clarity. So if all that sounds good to you, click that subscribe button below and let's continue on this journey together. One way you could stand your ground in the acting industry is by having your finances together. I know, finances are kind of a taboo topic, and I have some other videos related to that topic, but that is one thing that you can have control over. When I think of finances, I also think of financial education. The more you know, the more you can take ownership of your career. And First Entertainment makes that possible. They are a Los Angeles-based, member-owned, not-for-profit credit union, specifically for those that work in the entertainment industry. They have locations on the Sony lot, the Paramount lot, Warner Bros. Lot, Hollywood, and in the Valley. First Entertainment has competitive rates on their savings accounts and their checking accounts. Plus, aligning with a credit union can make it easier later on for you to secure a great rate for a car loan or a home loan. And even more importantly, union dues loans. You heard that right. So if you're a SAG-AFTRA member, you know we've got to pay our dues, and sometimes they can be pretty expensive. Thankfully, First Entertainment has a loan for that, and that's literally the first time I've ever heard of a program like that. That's so dope. They truly are a bank for actors. They also have an app for mobile banking, so you can easily access your money 24/7. It takes less than 5 minutes to join. I'll walk you through it now. First, you'll go to the First Entertainment Credit Union website. The link is in the description box down below. Then you'll select Join Us at the top of the screen. Select Open an Account. Select whether it's a minor account if you're under 18 or a personal account. Now, in order to be eligible for membership at First Entertainment Credit Union, you'll need to either live, work, or worship in Los Angeles County, or be related to a current member of First Entertainment. If you decide to move out of Los Angeles, that is totally okay. You'll still have access to your membership and access to your money 24/7 with mobile banking. Every member of First Entertainment has a first 500 savings. That account is required, but there's no minimum deposit. Then you could select which other account you'd like to add. So for my purposes, I think a checking account would be best. First Entertainment also has overdraft protection. Whoop, whoop. Next, you'll be prompted to enter your personal info, name, social, address, and driver's license ID or passport. Once you select continue, you may be prompted to answer some identity questions like where you've previously lived, etc. Next, you'll be prompted to look over your application and e-sign the required paperwork. And then you're done. You'll receive your account number, which you can then use to sign up for digital banking, and you're all set. I know we've talked about being incorporated on this channel before. So if you are, First Entertainment also has a business account for you for both business checking and business savings accounts. If you're looking to build credit or do a balance transfer, First Entertainment offers 3 different credit cards, all with 0% APR on all purchased and balance transfers within the first 12 months. First Entertainment is literally your one-stop shop for all of your current and future financial needs. You can use my link in the description box down below to join First Entertainment Credit Union today. Take ownership of your finances, plan ahead, and navigate the financial alleys of this industry with ease. Thanks so much to my friends over at First Entertainment Credit Union for supporting this channel. Another way you can stand your ground in the acting industry is by knowing your worth. And yes, I know that's easier said than done, especially if you are newer to the industry, but you are still a human being who is deserving of respect. It can be so easy to not want to step on anyone's toes and to shrink your value. But if someone is hurting you or making you feel uncomfortable, there's a graceful way to set a boundary. Now, I say this, but it does come with a caveat. Read the room and use your best judgment. Let's go through some situations that I feel like we've all been through. First up, in the hair and makeup trailer, Audrey from the Audrey Actors podcast has a brilliant conversation with a hair and makeup artist on this very subject. So I will try to link the episode in the description box down below, and I definitely give it a listen. So whenever you're booked on a project, especially when it's SAG, generally speaking, the production's hair department will reach out to you when wardrobe reaches out for your sizes. Take this as your opportunity to state what you're not comfortable with. Like, they might say something like, "Hey Nico, like I see your hair is in braids, but for this role, we're really wanting to straighten it." And I would say, well, I'm actually not comfortable with straightening my hair because it could be very damaging for my type of hair, but I do have some wigs that we could play with that I could send you photos of that could achieve the same look. And from there, we can have an open an honest conversation about the look that we're going for and how we can achieve it without any damage. Some situations can be more difficult, but as long as you understand what you're comfortable with, what your boundaries are, and you can communicate that with grace, with professionalism, with ease, then 9 times out of 10, I'd say it would work out. The same is true for makeup. Let's say I'm insecure about a certain area on my face, or I'm breaking out this week, or I know certain products cause me to break out, then that is a conversation that can be had before any makeup is applied. You can voice what products your skin really dislikes. For me, it's MAC. My skin freaks out and it will not be the same for at least 2 weeks. My skin is also more on the sensitive side. My skin also hates most color correctors, and my skin also can get dry throughout the day. So I try to voice using lighter foundations or skin tints instead of super heavy ones that can get flaky and crackly throughout the day. The key is to know your skin. And also it's a pro move if you have wigs that you love ready to go. Now I know what some of you may be thinking. Well, they're hair and makeup artists. They should have all of these things. They should know, but they don't know what you are personally comfortable with. They don't know your skin. It's all about collaboration. And when you're trying to build a character, the more you come prepared with what your skin likes and dislikes, or what you're comfortable with for your hair type, the easier it is for everybody to be more collaborative and to have open communication about what the character can look like. Another situation is if a director wants you to do something on set that you think is unsafe and that you're not comfortable with. Oof, yeah, that's a tough one. Especially if it's a low budget project, especially if it's not SAG, then you have no one protecting you should something go wrong. If you don't feel comfortable about going to the director about it immediately, and there's no stunt coordinator, there's no intimacy coordinator, then maybe go to the assistant director, maybe go to a PA, maybe even go to someone in hair and makeup, and then you can both go to the director about it together, so that way you have somebody in your corner and you have some support. If the director is still difficult and still wanting you to do it, I would go to a producer next. Look, I get it. Being in these situations is never easy. It can be nerve-wracking, especially for someone who has anxiety like myself, or people-pleasing tendencies like myself. I always want everything to be okay. I always want to play devil's advocate. So for me, it's really difficult to practice setting my grounds, to set boundaries. But once you do it, it becomes easier and easier to do it again. Just remember, the production needs you. People want to make great art, and they booked you on this job because they think you'll bring something awesome to the project that the project needs. People want to have a good time on set and have good energy. Generally speaking, no one is out to get you, hopefully. So if it feels that way, take a deep breath and try to communicate as calmly and as gracefully as you can what you want and what you're comfortable with. Something I heard that I've been trying to implement into my life is leading with curiosity always helps. Like you could say, oh, I heard you say X, Y, and Z. Is that what we're really going for? Or how can we change it to this? Or how can we make this happen instead? Instead of, I don't want that, I want this. Just changing your phrasing can make all the difference and can show people that you're open to having a conversation. It's all about collaboration and communication. You got this. Set your boundaries with grace, stand your ground, and don't forget to check out my link in the description box below to take control over your financial future. And I'll see you all in a new video Thursday after next. Bye.